Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Sayuja Vishnu, on your video. Omar, you can on your video. Friday is the day I told you to do the seminar, right? Yes or no? Not your group. I told Anish. Anish, I told. Okay. Okay, now we'll just do a quick recap on the previous topic. What were the methods of data collection? Rahul, can you tell? Method of data collection.
Profile interview,
Hmm.
mailing survey, and
Okay.
telephone interview.
Telephone surveys. Okay. Vishnu, can you tell what are the merits of personal interview? What are the merits of personal interview?
Ma'am, I was absent last class.
Before that, I took, I think.
Last class.
Not in the last class. Okay, I'll just ask someone. You just hear it. Listen to it. Okay. Akshay, can you tell what are the merits of personal interview?
The researcher can
Hmm.
clear the doubts of the respondent if he is having any
Okay. Okay. Then one more point. Can you?
uh, personal personal interviews.
Hmm.
Uh, uh,
Okay, researcher can or the respondent can clarify. Okay, one more
see
point.
the reactions of the
Yes, very
respondent.
good, very good. The researcher can see the reactions of the respondent. Any other point, Abhilash?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
The researcher can ask the respondent to expand on the answers if needed
Okay,
to.
expand on the answer. If any more clarification is needed, he can ask him to more expand the answer for that. Okay, one more you can say that is regarding misunderstanding and misinterpretation that can be avoided. Okay, Krishna Kanti, can you tell what are the demerits of personal interview? Krishna Kanti,
Ma'am, it's expensive.
yes, it is very expensive. Then.
It takes longer time.
Okay, it takes a longer time to complete the survey. Ellen, can you tell one more demerit is there? What is that? Ellen Thomas. Now I want everyone to switch on your video. Fast, Ellen, Pranav, Krishna Kanti, Roseanne, all. Okay, switched it on. Vishnu, he doesn't remember. He was not there. He's telling, but okay. Krishna Kanti, can you tell? One more defect is there, demerit is there for personal interview. What is that?
The presence of researcher can influence in the response of the
Yes,
respondent.
yes, very good. The presence of researcher that can be influencing on the respondent, or he may feel sometimes he may not be freely giving answers for the questions what they are asking. Okay. Now, second method I told you, mailing questionnaire. That mailing questionnaire also has some merits and demerits. What do you mean by? No, so that's okay, fine. Meaning I'm not asking. I want you to tell the merits of this method, mailing questionnaire. Pranav, can you tell?
It is less expensive.
It is less expensive. Okay.
It allows the researcher to have access to people
Access
in
to
remote
people
areas.
even in the remote areas. That is the thing. Even in the remote areas, people can access them. Then anything else? Krishnanunni, you were absent yesterday.
Ma'am, last class I was absent, ma'am.
Okay, Sayujia, can you tell? One more demerit is there for the mailing. Sorry, merit is there for mailing the questionnaire. What is that? Sayujia. No, all are getting connected. Ellen Thomas, are you there or keeping quiet or you have any problem?
Ma'am, slight net.
Okay, you can tell the answer, right? What is the answer? Akshay, on your video. Ellen, if you are keeping it mute and telling something, I can't hear.
Present of researchers.
What is that? Tell once more.
Ma'am, is it present of researchers may inhabit?
I didn't get. See, mailing questionnaire, 2 points are discussed here. One is it is less expensive. You can reach the people even in the remote areas. One more merit is there. What is that?
The response won't be influenced by the
Yeah,
researcher.
response won't be influenced. At the same time, when the respondents are responding, that gives enough time for him. It's not that within this time period, you have to finish it off fast and send it back. Okay, so these are the merits. Now, what are the demerits of it? What are the demerits of it? Pranav?
Low response rate.
Very low response rate. There is a chance that we are sending the questionnaire, the returning with the answers, that is very low. Okay. Then, Amal?
Cannot watch the reactions of that person.
Yes, can't watch the reactions of the person. If there is any clarification is to be done, that cannot be done. Okay. Now, another one is related to, what is the next one? What is the next one? Telephonic interview. Now, for that, what are the merits and demerits? Okay. Nestle, can you tell what are the merits of telephone interviews? Nestle? Anish?
Yes, ma'am. Telephone interview, respondent can clarify by asking questions. Then can access to remote areas.
Okay.
Then it's less expensive.
It is less expensive. Can we say that? Okay, expense regarding the expense, they are not telling, but compared to personal interview, that is less expensive. Okay, then some demerits are there. Abhiram, can you tell the demerits? Abhiram, do you know the demerits?
No, ma'am. I wasn't there for last class.
Okay, Sandra, can you tell? Demerits of telephone interviews. Is there any demerit? If it is there, please.
Better use.
To reach too many people, as many of them down on telephone.
What is that? I didn't get.
It is difficult to reach too many people, as many of them
Difficult to reach too many people. Is it because they don't, maybe they are not having the telephones with them? There is a reason. Okay, these are the main important things related to the data collection. Now, after that, what they have given, after the data collection, there is another one method through which we can come to know whether the questionnaire, whatever questionnaire we have made, whether it is correct or not. Okay, so for that purpose, we are conducting a mock survey, or we are just using it whether it is apt for the particular particular need. Okay, so that we call it as pilot survey. That is what we mean by pilot survey. Once, if the questionnaire is ready, what we will do with that, we will conduct a tryout, or with a small group. We will conduct a tryout in the sense we are just experimenting whether this questionnaire is good or not, whether it has any demerit or not, or whether the questions are clear to the people. Like that, one pre-testing is done. That pre-testing we call it as pilot survey. Okay, so this is one example, one important thing you can see related to the survey. Once we are not doing the real survey here, it's like a mock survey we are conducting. Once the questionnaire is ready, we are trying it out, and that with a small group here. So with that small group, we can study whether the questions are clear or not. Is there any flaw in that? Is there anything which is not understandable for the person? These things we can study, and at the same time, when we are using the enumerators can come to know, enumerators or even the researchers can come to know what all things they can expect from the respondents, or if there is any clarification, what kind of questions they can ask. These things they can come to know. This is what you mean by pilot survey. So what do you mean by pilot survey, Sandra? What is pilot survey?
When the
When the
questionnaire is ready, they will conduct a tryout with small group.
That pre-testing, we call it as pilot survey. Now, next we are going to see what do you mean by census survey or sample survey. Okay, census survey or sample survey. You might have heard that the people are coming sometimes to your home to know about various things. So one census, sometimes they will come with a form and they will ask you many questions, maybe whether how many members are there in your family, how many are employed, how many children are there, like that. So many questions they ask. It is one method of the survey. So one method what they have given, that is a census method. Now what do you mean by a census method? It is a survey which include every element of the population, about what do you want to study. If you want to study about the number of children of India, we have to take each and every child of our country. Or if you wanted to know in a colony, what is the income of those people? So we have to know, or we have to get the information from each and every person who is earning income in that particular colony. Okay, so when we say census, it includes each and every member of that particular, or every element of that particular population that comes under census method. When we are covering each and every one, that we call it as census. Now, so population, always it will be large. Okay. Another one related to that, population, just before 1 minute. Yes. So it is a survey which includes every element of the population. That is very important. Now, next one related to it. It's moving actually. Okay. So that kind of survey, we call it as a census method, or we say complete enumeration, method of complete enumeration. We are taking survey from each and every person. That is why we call it as method of complete enumeration. Now, once more, the same point is explained in another word. Census covers each and every individual or unit belonging to the population. So this is what you mean by census survey. Have you heard about the census? It is census survey. Have you heard about census of India? Have you? Yes or no?
Yes,
have you seen anyone is coming for the census at your home? No, you might not be remembering, because that was conducted in 2011. So after how many years we conduct census in our country?
10 years.
10 years. So most probably now when it will be? Now 21. Okay, so 2021 it will be. So maybe because of this problem now, pandemic now, there is a chance that it may be a little bit delayed. Okay, so here, census, when they come for census, have you noticed what all things they ask? Have you seen that form? Anyone? No. Okay. So here in that form particularly, they will be asking how many members will be there, how many are adult, how many are children, what is the income of that particular family, how many are there in the age group, and where are you, whether you are employed or not, whether you are doing business, these kind of things. So many things are there. We have to fill it up and give. So this, is it that they are going to only few houses and getting this, or they are going to each and every house and they are getting the information? How is it?
Go into each and every house.
Going to each and every one's house and they take the census. So when we say census survey, it is not that we are getting the information from some people. We are getting the information from a large group, whoever is there involved, whoever is considered as the population, that from everyone they will be getting the information. Now, examples they have given, that is demographic data. Demography means what? What is demography? It is related to
Population.
population. Okay. Demographic data on birth rate, death rate, literacy, employment, life expectancy, what is the composition of population, how many women, how many men, all these things are collected and it is published by Registrar General of India, our country. That person will not go and collect directly. He may be sending many people to the house, to the houses of the people. Then they will be collecting, they will compile it, then they will publish the result here. Now, last census I told that when it was held, which year it was held? 2011. So next it will be 2000. It should be 2021. Now in this, again, we are going to see what do you mean by population? What do you mean by a sample here? Okay. Population is actually the totality of items under study. What all element is there under study, everything together we will take for our study. That kind of survey we call it as, or that number we call it as population. That means we are going to get information from each and every one. Sample. Now population, you can see, again put it in another words, it is all the individuals included in the particular group. Now what is my purpose? Maybe I wanted to know the number of children in a locality. So I need to see in that particular locality how many children are there. Each and every child I should take. It is not that from one or two houses I will take the sample and tell this many children are there. It should not be like that. When I take population, how it is, each and every element of this survey of study I should take. Next one, what do you mean by sample? Sample is a smaller group what we are selecting from the population. So out of 100 houses, I am selecting 10 houses as a sample. So from that 10 house only, I am taking relevant information, or I am getting the information. That we call it as a sample. Okay. So the first thing related to what do you mean by population? Pranav, can you tell me what do you mean by population?
Totality of the items under study.
Under study, totality of the items under study, or we say that each and every item or individual under whatever we are studying, according to that purpose, we have to take every one. We are not leaving anyone here. Okay. Sample means what, Abhiram? What do you mean by sample?
A smaller group selected from population, which is in which the relevant information would be sought.
Okay. Now, can you tell me one example for sample? Okay, you are going to, you wanted to know in one class or in your class, you wanted to know how many of them wanted to join for BCom. Okay. So what you will do? You are going to collect a sample survey. In your class, 25 children are there. You are going to collect sample survey. So what you will do? How you will get that sample? 25 are there. That is what? Is it a population or sample? Is it population or sample? 25 children. You wanted to know whether after this 12th, how many of them are going for BCom. So, 25 number, is it sample or population?
Population.
Population. So, if I tell you to take a sample, what you will do? Yes, population means everyone. So, sample means what now?
Only a small section of those 25.
Only a small section of 25. That means, can you think of some number related to that?
5.
Anything? A proper number. Maybe?
5.
5 will be too small, right? Maybe
15.
half. Yes, 15 numbers, 15 children you are going and asking and getting the information. That is a sample. So population means each and every one. Sample means few numbers from that. Okay, 5 will be very small. So at 10 it can be no problem. So sample means it's a group or section of population from which the information is to be obtained. Now, when you call it as a good sample, a good sample is smaller than the population. At the same time, they are capable of providing you the information. It should be accurate information, because when you are taking the sample and if it doesn't give you proper information, it will be wrong. Okay, so here what they have given, good samples, it will be smaller, that we know. At the same time, it is capable of providing a good information about the population. Why we call it, why we say that it should be a good sample, it should have some more feature, that is, it should be lower cost, and at the same time, within short time, you have to get the information. Because population, you know that it will be always very large. It takes a lot of time to get information from a large population or from a large number of people. So what we have, what usually the people do, in some cases, we take sample. Why do we take sample? Because we know that with this sample, somewhat the information, whatever we want, it will be correct. Why we are doing that? Because it is of lower cost. The cost is very low. At the same time, you can see we don't want much time, or in shorter time, we can collect the information from the people. So good sample is generally smaller. It is smaller than the population. At the same time, it can provide you good information. At the same time, one more thing, what is the benefit in that? You are getting the information at a very lower cost, at the same time in a shorter time. So these are the good, these are the features of a good sample. Next one. Yes? Mute, who is that?
Biram.
Biram, mute. Okay. Now next one. Most of the surveys, if you see in today's world, that is sample survey, because it is not very easy for us to have a survey with the population. What is the reason for that? It is very difficult.
Expensive.
Why? It is expensive. Then
High population.
a high population. So what? High population, if you have expensive, it is one thing. Another one,
It takes so much time.
it takes too much of time. Okay, so we have to select some people. We have to identify some people from that, or we say with that only we can. With that we can, if we are able to get the information, then that will be useful rather than population. Population is the accurate one, but sample only we can we can take when the population is very high here. Okay, now next what they have given is that the statistics. In statistics mainly we take sample surveys, because it is not very easy to conduct a population survey because it takes a lot of time. At the same time, it is expensive. Now what are the reasons for that? That you have to write it down. Please write it down. Sample surveys are preferred in statistics because of a number of reasons that you can write. Sample surveys are preferred in statistics because of a number of reasons. Sample surveys are preferred in statistics because of a number of reasons. Everyone switch on your video. Everyone put it off, I think. Yes, first. Yes. First point you can write. Sample can provide reliable and accurate information at a lower cost and okay, sample can provide reliable and accurate information at a lower cost and shorter time. Second point, more detailed information can be collected by conducting intensive inquiries. Next point. It is easier to train a smaller team of enumerators and supervise their work more effectively. Vinay, can you read out whatever points you have written? Louder, it's please unmute. Yeah.
Most of the surveys are a sample can provide reasonably reliable and accurate information at lower cost and shorter time.
Okay, Omar, can you read the second point? Omar. Second point.
Are preferred in statistics because of number of reasons.
Because of? No, second point. Omar, you are not writing down, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
Okay. Do right, okay. Pranav, second point.
More detailed information can be collected by conducting intensive inquiries.
Inquiries. Okay. Vishnu, can you?
Third point.
Last point.
It is easier to train a smaller team of enumerator and supervise their work
more effectively. I'll check in between, okay, who are all writing, who are not writing, okay? Okay, next one. How are we going to do the sampling? Sample population, it's very easy. You have to take each and every one. Now, when we do the sampling, how are we going to do that? Okay, or there are two methods for sampling. One is random sampling, another one is a non-random sampling. First, I'll tell you about random sampling. Okay, now it is a sampling where the individual units from the population are selected at random. Okay, selected, and I will explain that what it is. What is the speciality in this? In the random sampling, every individual has an equal chance of being selected. For example, in your class, we are selecting 5, your class 25 are there. Imagine that 25 are there. I want to select 10 students to go to a mall. Okay, so what I should do for selecting? What should I do? Should I select, okay, this name, shall I call out and select? Can I do that? Whether you have an equal chance then? Do you have an equal chance if I call out name? Okay, Rahul, you come, Sandra, you come, Krishnanuni, you come. Like that, if I take, whether you are having an equal chance or not. Because I'm just calling out whoever I know or I like that it will be, right? So how it should be, what I should do, write everyone's name, fold it, put it in an area and pick it up. So there is a chance that anyone can come in that, right? Yes or no? It will be like that. So everyone is having an equal chance of getting selected, but you are not getting selected, that is different case. So random sampling in the sense, you are picking up some from keeping everyone. Okay, it is something that everyone is having a chance of being selected, but from that you are picking few. That kind of sampling method, we call it as random sampling. Okay, now here this method, we call it as lottery method also. Now an example they have given in your textbook. Here government wants to know the budget in a particular locality, how they are spending money on what all particular items government wanted to know. So what they have taken in a particular area, 300 households are there. So all these names, what they will keep it in front of them. From that they will pick it up and study about that particular, whatever they wanted to study. So they are having a chance. Everyone is having a chance of being selected, and from that we are selecting it here. Another one you can see or everyone is having equal chance of being selected. Now, have you heard about exit polls? What is that exit poll now? What is that exit poll? How do they do that exit poll? Exit poll after polling. What is that exit poll? Can anyone? Yeah.
After voting.
After voting.
Counting who is win, which candidate is win.
No, who is doing that actually?
Press.
Press will do. Okay. How do they do that? How they conduct that exit poll?
By taking people who have exited the
see, after the voting, when they come out, will they take everyone?
No, they
will they call everyone? No, they take random. Randomly they will take the people. Okay. Then what they will do, they will ask to whom they have put the vote, or they will make some arrangement to get the information. Okay, then after that they will see, okay, majority of the population, they have voted for this person, or this person is going to win. They will guess like that, and then they say that, okay, this is the exit poll of that particular area. But do you think that it is always true? What do you
No,
feel?
ma'am. Sometimes it may differ.
Yeah, sometimes it may be wrong. So that can be considered as a drawback for the sample. Okay, sometimes whatever sample they take, they are not taking it properly. Because of that reason, they are not getting a proper result. So sometimes exit polls, whatever result they give, it may go wrong because what sample they have chosen, that has gone wrong. That is okay. So this is what the features of random sampling. Rahul, can you tell what are the features of random sampling?
Sampling two individuals and equal chance of being selected.
At the random. Basuri, second, a little more explanation, or you can see that by reading the second point, it will be more clear for you. Yes. What is that, Basuri?
In random sampling, every individual has an equal chance of being
Yeah,
selected.
every individual has an equal chance of being selected. This method is also known as lottery method. I told you that you write your names in on a paper, you put it there, and you're just picking it up. So it is also known as lottery method. Okay. Next one. What do you mean by non-random sampling? Now here you are just taking the sampling with samples without thinking anything, or sometimes you may feel that, okay, you wanted to know about an area, about a colony you wanted to know, you are living there and you are making a survey. So when you are doing a sample survey, what do you prefer? From whom you will be trying to get the sample information? Can you guess? Think of
People who are familiar.
people who are familiar. Okay, very good. Then
People who are living there for a long time.
long time, maybe nearby. Maybe if you are living in a large colony, you may feel that why to go here and there. It's better to take the sample from the nearby people.
The people,
So
those are related to that subject.
people, those who are related to that subject. But you consider that all are related. Okay, so when we select this non-random method, or when we are using the non-random method, we have a tendency to use the sample which we know, or which are very nearby, or which are very easy to collect the information. That factors will be there in our mind. So because of that reason, what happens here, we may not select a proper sample here. So what are the features of non-random sampling is that we are not taking the whole population, but we are not giving an equal chance of being selected. Lottery method, I told that everyone is having an equal chance, but you are not getting selected, that is different. But here, we are not giving an equal chance to everyone for being selected, or according to our convenience, or according to our thinking, we are taking a sample from the population. This kind of sampling, we call it as non-random sampling. Abhiram, did you write it down? What is non-random sampling?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is that?
In a non-random sampling methods, or all the units of the population do not have an equal chance of being selected, and convenience or judgment of the investigator.
So what plays an important role here in the selection of sample? What is the criteria according to the researcher? Convenience or judgment here. Okay. Now, when we are selecting this, it will be on the basis of our convenience, maybe, or some quota. We may feel that, okay, this group of people should be taken. Some sort of purpose will be there. On the basis of that, we will be selecting the sample. Those sampling method, or this kind of sampling method, we call it as non-random sampling method. Okay. So this, I will continue in the next period. One more period is there. So in that period, we'll continue. Just Abdul Aman. Abdul Aman, are you there? Just 1 minute, okay? Okay, now Friday, you remember, Anish, where are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have you, are you sure that, did you ensure whether they are ready for the seminar?
Ma'am, I will ask today.
Okay, ask and prepare well. I told that some slides you can bring for the explanation. It can be a little bit colorful also, but according to the topic, your topic, I think you can't get much, but you can bring it. You can think of at least 2 slides you can bring. Okay, as a PowerPoint. Then, okay, Abdul Amin, absent? No, present. Abdul Amin, is there any problem with your mic? See. Ellen Thomas?
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Ellen Burgess? Ellen Burgess is present? No. Okay, Anish, present. Aparna, present. Krishnakanti, present. Krishnanunni,
Present.
present. Naveen? Naveen, somewhere I saw him. Is he now? No. Nestle, present. Akshay, Pavitra, present. Pranav, present. Rahul, present. Sayujya, Sayujya,
Present, ma'am.
present.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Vinay, present. Vishnu, present. Abhiram,
Present, ma'am.
present. Abhijit,
Present, ma'am.
okay. Abhilash, present. Amal, present. Basuri, present. Kevin,
He messaged me here net internet problems.
okay. Umar, he went. He's there. Okay. Sanam, absent. Umar, where is Sanam? Sandra, present. Umar, what happened to Sanam, your friend?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No.
Okay. Umar, so every day I will be asking you the notes, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then bye. Thank you, everyone. Next period also, I want Umar to come, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye.